Hi there. Welcome to another After School Tech Tip. My name is Bernice, and today I'm excited to talk about creating your own chatbot through the use of building gems in Google Gemini. This is part of the Integrated for Gemini for Education upgrade. And if you're interested in more like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, check back for weekly videos, and connect back with your tips member for more information. Now, if you're wondering about what Integrated Gemini for Education is, it is a paid version. And if you're interested in more information for ordering or payment details, check Connect, search Gemini, and that'll bring you to a page with all of that information on the difference between the two, as well as those ordering and payment pieces. Now, the Integrated Gemini for Education has the features of the Gemini Advanced model. As well, if you looked at the previous videos, we mentioned things like the integrated pieces, and you can see how Gemini has been built directly into doc slides, sheets, and other parts of Google Workspace for Education. So today we're going to be talking specifically about GEMS, which is a customized AI assistant for repeatable tasks. So you might be wondering then, if you do have the Integrated Gemini for Education paid version, how do I access a gem? Well, gems are here on the left-hand side where it says Gem Manager. And when you click here, you're going to see a bunch of different gems that Google has already pre-made and built. You can use any one of these, or you can also click on New Gem to create your own. Now you might be wondering then, what is a gem? Well, these ones are the ones pre-made by Google. You can see that they are made for very specific tasks and specific repeatable tasks. And what it is a gem basically has a custom save prompt that has been designed for a specific purpose. What makes that different then from a regular chat in Gemini is that this gem will take on a specific set of instructions, and it basically follows those rules exactly as is, so that you don't always have to prompt it with additional information every single time. So let's say, for example, that you want it to always ask you questions before answering your response. You can ask it to do that. And the Brainstormer one here that's pre-made by Google is an excellent example of this. When I click on it, you can see here I'm accessing the gem. And let's say I want some ideas for, give me some ideas, please, for a school fundraiser. And when you go ahead and put that in, notice how it automatically asks you questions to learn a bit more. That's actually part of the prompting and the specific set of instructions that was pre-made by Google, so that no matter what you ask it for, it's always going to ask those questions. And so that makes it then just more effective at that specific task. Now, when it comes to gems then, you can continue with those ones that are pre-made by Google, but as I mentioned, you can create your own gem. And this is where it can be an absolute game changer. So let's say, for example, I am a grade 6 teacher and I want to use the grade 6 program of studies, and I want to make sure it's always accessing that information. Well, first of all, in this grade 6 interactive activity brainstormer, what I can do is I can add files for the gem to reference. And so I can go ahead and click here to add files. I can upload files right there. I can also upload files directly from my drive. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my drive here, and I'm going to upload these grade 6 program of studies. That means I know for sure that any information that's coming from this is going to access that knowledge. In addition to this, let's say I always want this to always create multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary interactive activities and to link learning outcomes from a variety of different subject areas. I can then do this by putting in a prompt, and this prompt then, I won't have to repeat this prompt every single time. I can just use the gem and it's going to automatically do this set of instructions. So I have a set of instructions already set up for this. And you can see here, I've asked it to act as a grade 6 teacher, to focus on interdisciplinary activities. I'm asking it to use the uploaded grade 6 program of studies of math. And notice that I'm asking it specifically to create 3 different options for hands-on activities. So whenever this means, whenever I use this gem, it's not only going to give me one option, it's going to give me three different ones, and it's going to state all the three learning outcomes for each subject area that can be connected and tied together. I've given it some constraints, letting it know that it's for a 45-minute block, let it know what it has access to and all of that. And the other part of Gemini that's a really great feature is this button here that says use Gemini to rewrite instructions. So although I have this prompt, I can go ahead and click this button and it's going to take that information that I've provided it and turn it into an even more clear piece to help you know what these set of instructions could look like. And you can edit this to be more mindful of other pieces as well. So notice now it's taken it, that information I've given it, it's created a purpose and goals out of it, and there's even behavior and rules. Notice here that it says to begin always by asking the user for the specific concept they plan to teach. If I want to, I can take that right out. And I can just add just the first part here that says if necessary, ask clarifying questions. I can go ahead and change this. Maybe I want to just have it clearly state 2 learning outcomes for each relevant subject area. And again, I can continue to edit this or add as I see fit. Now, when I'm done with this, you can go ahead and click the preview area here, and you can work with it and prompt it right in here to see if it works. But for our purposes, I'm going to go ahead and click save and just start this out so you can see what this looks like. I'm going to go ahead and start my chat here. Here's my prompt. So I'm going to go ahead and say create activities for the particle model of matter. Notice that I haven't needed to put in all the extra information about the 45-minute block. I don't have to ask it for things like 3 different options. I don't have to tell it that it's for grade 6 or the program of studies, because it already has all that information in the back end. So with that being said, this response now will give 3 activity options, and you can see how it's tying those different places together. And it has, the procedure, it has it set up for the 45 minutes. And again, you can see how it's taken all the different learning outcomes and tied it together, again, given that procedure, and set it all up for 45 minutes. And so you'll also notice that it's also sourced that related content and all of those different pieces so that you know exactly where that information is coming from, and it's coming from the program studies that you uploaded. So again, you have a better idea of where that information is coming from and how it's coming all together. And the best part about these gems is you can go right back into here. If you're not liking what it's like, you can go right into this and you can go ahead and edit. And you can go right back into here and again edit the instructions to reflect what it is that you want to do on a repeatable basis. And you can continue as well to add files to the knowledge as well and then update it, and then you're good to go as well. And so that's it. I hope that helps a little bit with building gems. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, check back for weekly videos, and connect with your tips member for more information. I hope that helps. Have a great day. Take care.